Welcome back. Look what I got. I'm so excited. I don't care about him. I know a lot of you guys care about this, but I care about this. Death Masque. No, it's awesome. Oh, I didn't even need the Sharpie. Ooh, the plastic just started coming off. Let's see what's in here. Interesting. It's a lot, what do I say, flimsier box material than some of the stuff that's come out lately. Trash can. It's a lot thinner. It feels a lot thinner. Oh, it smells. Oh, whoa. A lot of what does that smell? Weird plasticky smell. Not like regular plastic. I'm going to turn off my keyboards because I have to set this on the keyboard over here. Alright, what is it? Wow, so much stuff. So many sprues. Let's set this over here. That's how we're going to do it. Alright, so this is... looks like the character sprue. No? It's arms and torsos for the Eldar. You people who play Eldar might know what this is. Some guns, some weapons, Harlequin stuff maybe? Maybe. Put that over. This is exact same sprue. Exact same sprue as the one I just showed you. So there's two of those. There is 3 of those. But this one is different because while it has some of the same guns and stuff, it's got these Masque faces. So this is definitely Harlequin stuff. There's 2 of these. Are these the same? These are 2 of the same. So I'll show you what's on here. These are Harlequin sprues, I am assuming. I don't know anything about Eldar. So if I'm getting it wrong, I apologize, but you guys can see what's on them. Harlequin sprues is what I'm assuming those are. Okay, this is the big... well, this is something. This is the... what is it? Death Jester? Is that what that is called? This guy? He has the big... looks like almost like a guitar scythe weapon. Large piece of concrete stuff there. Cape. I believe that's what he's called. Sorry, my light is just too low to get... yeah, there we go. That's in my face now, as far as the light goes, but it was working for the camera, so... okay, setting that over there. What else is in there? More Eldar. These... what is this? I don't know if these are upgrades for the Harlequins or the Eldar, or if this is part of the main character of the Eldar. It's not a full person because there's no face here at all. No face on this. So there's obviously something else that goes to this. Putting that in there. This is obviously the main guy for the Space Marines. This is his sprue. This will probably be coming out later in a clamshell. Right here. There he is, his face. Pretty standard pose. Pretty hard to do anything different with him. Except maybe his arms a little bit and such not. So that's how he looks right now. Alright, so we need a lot of bases. But more bases. This is the second one of these sprues I showed you earlier. The double sprue with all this stuff on it. More masks right here. These right there. These flip them. See them up close. Masque faces. Let's see what else. These are probably all the extra parts to the character, or parts to a character. See this? Definitely will need the instruction booklet for a lot of this stuff. Not 100% sure what I'm doing with the Eldar yet. Canopies for the Eldar vehicles, 2 of them. So I'm putting those up there. This is the smaller Eldar vehicles, I believe. 2 sprues of them. Right here. Everything on the 2 sprues. I believe it's one vehicle, two vehicles. So, sorry, everything's backwards for me, so sometimes I'm a little... this is the famed Deathwatch upgrade sprue. Okay, there seems to be 2 helmets on them. This isn't very unique. It looks like I've seen that helmet before. Sword here, some Inquisition symbols, and then 2 Terminator Deathwatch pads and some regular guy pads. So let you see those up close. Terminator pads are in the middle there. There's a, what was that? Oh, a torso. There's part of a torso. It says Inquisition right there on the belt. Let's see if I can get it close enough for you to see. A little Inquisition eye. And then all the other pads. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no, you would do these separate, one on each shoulder, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 regular, 2 Termies, 2 different helmets, a front piece, chest piece for something, sword, and that's it. That's what's on there. So that's the upgrade sprue. This is obviously some kind of Eldar Harlequins, because he's got that funny face right there. Can you see that? Where is it? Right there, that pointy nose face right there. Weird. But here's what the sprue looks like. You guys see it up close. See what's on there. All kinds of stuff. Wow, so much plastic so far for so little price. I'm going to take a sip of my beverage. I'm very hot. Just came back from the store. Midnight opening. My suggestion, since they're open at midnight. On Friday. So I said, well, it comes out Saturday, so why don't you do a midnight opening? So they did. And I got stuff. So my time, it is midnight 30, getting home. As soon as I got home, open this stuff up so I could show you guys. Haven't touched it. I wanted so bad to open it at the store, but the other larger vehicle, I believe this is the whole sprue. Never assembled one of these, so don't know the name of it. I'm so sorry. Alright, we have, looks like Deathwatch guys. So there is, I want to say, these are like, oh, there's, are these similar? No, they're all different. And there is 5 Deathwatch pads here. Some, the large, what are they, the large thunder hammers that they call them. Swords. There's these larger shields here. Cool storm shields. I'll show you those up close in a second. There is some kind of attachment for the heavy bolter. I think it's the flamer canister. I think that goes on that. Yeah, it looks like that. So that's a flamer canister for that heavy bolter. Some kind of shotgun looking thing here. Different arms. Feet. Some kind of mace. Looks very interesting. Melt-a-gun. Plasma gun. Might be a, yeah, it's a combi. They're combis to this bolter, so they're melt and plasma combi add-ons, combi weapon add-ons. Bunch of heads, hooded heads right here. I'll show you that. Unhooded heads, helmeted heads, all kinds of backpacks. All the backpacks seem to have this like scopy thing here. Let me look closer here, make sure, see, call everything out. All the bodies in the back have a dagger. Very interesting. Very interesting. A dagger molded in. Combat knife. Interesting. And this is the scoped bolter, the sniper bolter. Very interesting. Very cool. Okay, up close. We'll start here. You guys can see the shields. There's sniper bolters there. Looking in the view screen, there's the 2 parts, the flamer heavy bolter thing, shotgun looking like thing right there. Another shotgun thing, that shield, that mace right there I was talking about. Here's the backpacks. You can see they'll have that thing on them. There's a cape. You can see the Melta and the plasma combi add-on to the combi bolter right there. More power swords. There's all the heads and stuff. Here's the bodies, the fronts. And you can see the backs have the combat knives on the back, which is really cool. Bolt pistol, more power swords, mace, and there's the thunder hammers right there. So that's all that cool stuff on those 2 sprues. We have 2 more large sprues left. This is the Venerable Dreadnought. Its feet, bolters, I see there. So there's 3 different heads here. I guess these are for him. A lot of armor plating, special armor plating. If there's extras of that, that would be really good for some work on some other stuff. This almost looks like the window, small windows to a church. I'll show you that up close in a second. A flamer, I see. Engine, bunch of purity seals, leg armor, caps, and such. So, yep, I'll show you this first. So this side first up close. Get in here, right there. You guys can see the big plasma weapon that's shown on the box. On this one, has that big plasma. All those purity seals, leg armor, all that there. Cool. I'm going to flip it and then show you the faces right there on the heads. They're focused. And what else was important? There's a twin las gun there. I don't know if that's how those options work out in the codex. We'll have to see that. I did get the codex as well, and I will be doing a thing on that as well. Put that in the box. Last. Oh, look what we got. Before I show you that, there's a large flying stand and 2 of these right here. These flying stand pegs. Is there more flying stand in here? There is. There's another and 3. And then there's this little teeny tiny. That must be for. I didn't see one. Might be on this one here, but teleporter homer maybe. Maybe that's what that's for. Maybe, I don't know. Servo skull. There's the base for the Dreadnought. So putting this all over here. There are 2 Eldar Harlequin transfers. 2 of these. See them up close. For those of you interested in that, put that over there. Actually, I'm going to leave this in the bottom of this box. There is how to assemble Death Masque. That guy. Just how to assemble Death Masque. And everything else is in plastic, so we'll open that up in a second. So I'll put that over there. Okay, over here we have, wow, we got jump feet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's supposed to be 11 guys. So let me check the legs on this one. On this one there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. The separate guy is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 guys. These are the jump. Got the jump packs right here. So let me see. Jump packs. Large power sword. Hammers, thunder hammers, smaller thunder hammers. The storm shields, which is how I have my Vanguard guys, is thunder hammer and storm shield, except one is claws because I didn't have enough storm shields. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's not enough of these smaller storm shields in this one either. Chain swords. Lots of chain swords. Bodies, some different helmets. Unhelmet. There's a beaky helmet. There's a spiky helmet. That's an interesting one. You guys will want to look at that. Some grenades, an axe. I got an axe on one of my guys. There is a grav pistol. Plasma pistol. And, oh, there's a fancy head over here. And some of the detail on these legs, the front section, I'll show it up close, but it's not super crisp on some of these jump legs. Not sure what the deal is with that, so we'll show you close. See the faces. There's the beaky face right there, spiky little head, power claws, jumping legs, all that neatness. Move over a little bit. There's another helmet right there. Chain sword, oh, excuse me, chain swords, jump swords, storm shields, little arms to hold all that. Power claws, power fist. There's the pistols and the larger sword. Shoulder pads. Let me look. These are These are like Crux Terminatus shoulder pads. These are Vanguard veterans, basically. And this probably is a redo of the Vanguard veterans sprues. It's been a long time since I've had this, so I'm not 100% sure what they look like anymore. Alright, what else? We have this. More instructions on here, which is good. Actually, a thick kind of instruction booklet. Let's get rid of this. Throw that away. Oh, okay, is this part of the game? Or no, this is just instructions to assemble. So, yeah, it's got the Elrod Uthrin, got him, a Death Jester, Harlequin Troop, the Troop Master. Oh, it shows interchangeable parts, so some stuff you can change up, I guess. A Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, 4, and 5, okay, interesting. Star Weaver and Void Reaver, shows how to do all the Eldar vehicles first. Got that all mixed up. Then Star Weaver and the Void Reaver again. Watch Captain Artemis, that's what the dude is. The Venerable Dreadnought. A lot of optional pieces here, it looks like. 3 different weapon options. If these are assemblable separately, they'll be great. I don't even think have to magnetize. So, but we'll see how that goes. If they reuse common parts, then I will, of course, figure out a magnetization scheme for that for sure. Looks good. He's got a lot of different options. Armor plates that can go. A lot of different options. Oh, and the Deathwatch Kill Team. Interchangeable part. What is this? Oh, you guys have got to see this up close if I can do it. Look at this. On the front of the body. On the front of the body, there's 2 little areas where you can put all these little, like, grenade charge satchels and stuff like on straps. That is cool. That is very cool. You've got this Xenophase sword is the one that's kind of curved up and has some scroll work on it. So let me I'm not going to go through that pile. That's a big pile. That's a big pile of plastic. They show the frag cannon and furnace heavy bolter, and so they've got those 2 options. They just have the 1 frag cannon. I know that squad has a lot. Just have to figure that out. Veteran with a storm shield and power maul. They've got that. Heavy thunder hammer is what they call it. Range weapon guys. They're just showing how you put these guys together. Black shield. That's the guy with the cape on, and give him the hood. So that's interesting. He's got 2 swords in the picture. Very interesting. Deathwatch shotgun, so that was a shotgun. Cool. Deathwatch Vanguard veterans, all the upgrades and stuff. Definitely you could do. There's some definite options here. A lot of options there. So, and then you get. Look at this. This is a mini rule book. Oh, this is worth it to me right here. The mini rule book. Oh, I have to lug that big heavy rule book around. I wonder if there's this is the same as the other one. It looks just like the other one. I don't think there's any changes or upgrades in here. Cool though. Cool. That's so cool. And then Deathmask the game. So I'm gonna look at it real quick here. There seems to be a lot of fluff to read in the front. All this is fluff on the guys. And all these cool things. There's game rules. Nothing really ruly here, just telling about different models and parts. And then missions. Instead of missions, it's just... So these are really just missions you can play with these models. So this really might set the thing for me. Maybe getting rid of the Eldar. They're not. This is not like a board game or anything you can play. It's just a set. Oh, and rules. Watch Captain Artemis. Let's look at his rules. He has a stasis bomb. We saw that online. He has Hellfire Extremist. It's a combi weapon with a following secondary weapon. Template, Strength 1, AP 5. Assault 1, Poison 2+. Okay. Get a wound on a 2+ and you can hurt one guy, but it's a template. So that's interesting. Like it says Gout of Alchemical Flame, so it's like a flamer that he can fire and still charge in. Poison 2+, so it's going to damage on a 2+. So auto hit basically anything under the template, and then it's going to damage on a 2+. He's got a power sword. Oh, let's look at this. He's Watch Captain. He's weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 5, so a little bit better than standard marine. 3 attacks, leadership 10, and 3+ save. So he's in regular armor. He's got vigilance incarnate, which is his warlord trait. He can change his mission tactics, which is the new Deathwatch chapter tactics. 1 additional time during battle. It says page 27, so it's listed in here then. He is fearless. He has feel no pain 6+. He's an independent character and he has mission tactics, so Deathwatch. He has an iron halo, special issue ammunition, frag and crack grenade. So, you know, 145 points. He's okay. He's okay. Oh, look at this. Squad Gruel. Well, I guess if you put your guys together just like these, then you can have these squads. Wow. Cool. Let Judgment Cruel gets hatred. These are so cool when you make these guys. This is just cool. Squad Galatio. I'm trying to see if there's anything that stands out as like this is the Watch Sergeant Kroll guy. He's got 2 wounds. No, what wounds? He does 2 wounds. 2 wounds for a sergeant. Interesting. He's unique though. He can only have 1. Brother Galatel is also unique and 2 wounds. It's 205 points for Squad Kroll. I'm just going to include that Infernus bolter on a guy, the sniper, the stalker pattern bolt gun, and bolt gun and power sword on the other 2 guys, and then that Xenophase blade, which is pretty nasty, I think, from what I've heard. We'll find out. Let's see. This one you're going to get a Plasmatist with power sword. 2 have the heavy thunder hammers. 1 has a power sword and storm shield. 1 has power maul and storm shield. And they all have frag and crack grenades. 245 points. It's kind of cool that the main guy has that extra wound. 3+ saves on all of these guys. This is just fluffy, cool, even if it doesn't work great in bad. This is just cool. We have a Venerable Dreadnought Nihilus. This guy is weapons, ballistic skill 5, strength 6, 12, 12, 10, initiative 4, attacks 4, 3 hull points. It's a plasma cannon if you run this guy. Power fist with a storm bolter. He's venerable, so has that rule. He has thrice blessed hull. Revered Ancient Nihilus has a 6+ invuln save, which is increased to 5+ against damage sustained from enemy witchfire powers. That is pretty cool. I'm going to take another drink. The boy just came in. That happens in my videos, right? Wish I had this over my shoulder, but you guys can see it, right? This is cool. Oh, Watch Force Artemis. This is like... you could run this with the other Deathwatch. Okay, you gotta have a captain. The 2 squads in the Dreadnought that are listed here. They get Aquila Doctrine, which is reroll all wounds. Any 2 wound rolls and armor penetration of 1, like the other Deathwatch you had from the other set. Fight as one to the last breath. All infantry units from Watch Force Artemis have feel no pain 6+ special while they're in 6 inches of Watch Captain Artemis. They gotta be kind of close. Kill team, they have to be deployed as a single unit and can't split up. Sergeant Kroll's Hatred special rule and Brother Gaetielo's Precision Strike special rules apply to any other units from Watch Force Artemis that were in 6 inches of them. So if you keep these guys together as a squad within 6 inches, they have a lot of rules. It's like the other one. I was going over them when I found out that this was coming out. There are so many rules the individual guys have that apply to the whole unit, because in the basic rulebook it says if any model has this rule, then it applies to the unit. That if you bring them together, they're just like so many cool rules. Crazy. So that's cool. That is cool, and it's just bring the guys. Just bring the guys. So let me see. This is probably going to turn out what 2, 4, 5. That's 5 short of 6. So 6. Yeah, 2, 4, 5. That's going to be 6, 730. 730 points for this whole thing. It's 500 and something for the other one, so that is around 1,300 points, somewhere in there. Not exact how much it is, but it's in the 1,400 point rule for this one and the other Deathwatch group, which leaves you with a small amount of points, but enough points in an 1850 list, which is what most of the tournaments around here are, for some Inquisition. So I'm gonna have a Deathwatch force with my Inquisition. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. I just want to put this together, and I want to get it painted. I want to create this army and play it and get beat in the face, and just, I don't care if I lose 1,000,000 times, because it'd just be so fun. The armory. Let me see. And Furnace Heavy Bolter is new. It has regular Bolter, Assault 3, and it has a template, which is Assault 1, and it's the same Bolter, Strength 5, AP 4, so. Xenophase Blade is the new thing. Strength User, AP 3, Melee Molecular Realignment Field, which means you have to re-roll if you make a successful invuln save made against a wound inflicted by this weapon. It must be re-rolled, which I guess it's AP 3, so I guess if you were fighting someone who had a Storm Shield, was it just a 3-up invuln? Because you're not going to be AP2, so you're not going to force an invul on anybody in Terminator armor. So I guess on some lighter units that might have like just regular 3-up save that might have an invul, then you would have to force them to do that. If it was AP2 and forced an invul, then that would be very, very powerful. But it's kind of okay. And I'm like, okay. It's AP3. It's an AP3 weapon. Not many things that have 3-up armor are going to have an invuln save. I know some of my units do, but they're expensive, and a lot of people don't run those kind of things. They don't run Vanguard with, hammers and shields like I do, because I'm crazy. Heavy Thunder Hammer is two-handed unwieldy. Melee Pulverize, that sounds new. Concussive, and it's Strength 10 AP2. Pulverize, if the 2-wound roll for this attack with this weapon is 6, the attack has instant death. Well, it's Strength 10, so you're going to be instant death on a lot of things anyway, but something that can survive that Strength 10, then that gives you instant death, so. Okay. There's our mission tactics. Probably a lot of stuff will be in the Deathwatch Codex, so we'll look that stuff up when we get there. Okay, anything different with Iron Halo? Nope. So here's the Eldar. You got your Eldrad Utheran. He has Shuriken Pistol, Witchblade, and a Ghost Helm. Ion Distance Events is his Warlord trait. Choose up to D3 units in your army. These units gain Scout. Okay. And he can get some powers. He's a Psyker. Once in each psychic phase, Alred can reroll any number of dice used in a single Deny the Witch or psychic test, potentially negating Perils of the Warp. So once, when he's casting a power, he can just reroll whatever dice he wants. Interesting. And it's every psychic phase. And he can get Daemonology, Sanctic, Deviation, Runes of Fate, and Telepathy. And he has a staff, which is strength user, AP3. It's a Spear Link, Fleshbane, Force, and Melee. Spirit Link, whenever he passes a successful psychic test, roll a d6. On a score of 5 or 6, he immediately generates a warp charge point. Wow, this guy is nasty. And his Armor of the Last Runes is a 3+ invuln save. Oh, so there you go, Xenophase Blade. Yeah, that's what you need the Xenophase Blade for. Making him reroll that hit 3-up invuln save. So that blade is designed for this guy. You got Death Companions. It says they can run and charge in the same turn. I don't know if any of these special things are different for them. Company of Threefold Stranger has Red Rune Rises. Models can run and shoot in the same turn. Red Moon Rises, Red Dust Falls is the same thing. You know, they just have different weapons for each person. You just have to set them up as listed here. Unirum Spectre. Enemy unit that suffers one or more casualties from this model's Shrieker Cannon during the shooting phase must make a morale check at the end of the phase with a -2 leadership, just as it had suffered 25% casualties. If this test is failed, the model's controlling player chooses the direction the enemy unit falls back this phase. If the unit continues to fall back in subsequent turns, it does so towards its own table edge. Interesting. You could choose to fall forward. Blades of Fate. It's the 2 little vehicles. Reroll failed Jinx saves for models for this unit. So 4 rerollable Jinx save. Interesting. So you just need 2 of these guys to do that. They have hollow suits, mirage launchers, Zephyr glaives, and they're on Skyweaver jet bikes. Serpent's Breath. Prismatic Cannon, 2 Shuriken Cannons, holofields, and mirage launchers. Its thing is aft weapon. Whenever the Serpent Breath shoot, the Shuriken Cannon mounted on its aft can shoot at a different target to the model's other weapons. The Shuriken Cannon mounted on the Serpent's Breath aft can only target units that are in the rear-facing arc. That makes sense. And all of these guys together is the Coherian Host, Imperial this is a hard word, Imperial Phantasms. Each time a model from the Coherian Host suffers an unsaved wound, roll a dice. On a roll of 6, the model is merely an after image of the real target. So 6 up, feel no pain, basically. Wounds ignored. That's funny. So everybody gets feel no pain. There's my beverage. Alright, the power of 1,000,000,000,000 souls. Such is the tremendous power being wielded by the High Farseer, that he can siphon off a fraction of its incalculable energies towards his own survival. A third earth and heat gives him the Eternal Warrior. So he gets Eternal Warrior in this thing. Okay, interesting. Which would be very helpful because with that blade the Deathwatch has. Oh, and this is just the weapons. I don't know if anything's new. Sorry, I don't play Eldar. Don't play against very many Eldar. Too much. Any interesting Eldar. Most people do the like Eldar powerless, and it's the same stuff, so nothing new. Runes of Fate, which is some. I don't know if these are different or these are like Harlequin powers. I do not know. But these are Psyker powers, which is cool. And just weapon profiles. And that's it. So that is the box set for the Death Masque, which is basically like, I don't know, what was that, Stormclaw kind of thing, those kind of sets. Basically that's what this kind of set is, just a bunch of cool models. Cheap price for getting the whole shebang at once. Little rule book and some missions in it if you want to play the missions, but no real, you know, absolute that you have to do that. So if you don't want part of this set, feel free to trade or sell off models to someone who might want it. It's really kind of cool. So there you go. Death Masque. That's what's in the box. Get a friend who might want the Eldar, split it in half. You can get the Deathwatch. Even if you just want some of the cool weapons in here and some of the guys, very interesting. I'm very happy for this. Alright guys, I have to go once again because YouTube makes me, or it gives me much incentive to. If you like to give me a thumbs up, comment in the comment section down there on the floor. And I answer those as soon as I can. That's what I do. Subscribe to the channel for updates on other stuff like this. And I think my newest stuff is going to be painting these new guys that I did. Boom, boom. And the old Deathwatch, getting that painted up. A new Deathwatch assembled and painted up. Probably going to be doing a lot of Deathwatch videos getting this. I mean, I've sat here. I got my Skitarii army I've been working on. Haven't got that together yet for the War Convocation, but this is awesome. This allows me to play with my Inquisition, and if they do something horrible like fade Inquisition out, at least I can have the Deathwatch and have something Inquisition-y. But if they don't, I get my Inquisition and I have some hard-hitting forces now for my Inquisition. Expensive. This is going to be expensive units. This is small units, small model counts. This is going to be an elite army. Going to be hard to figure out how to play it, but I'm going to have fun. Just the fluff of it is awesome. Alrighty guys, I will talk to you later.